Live your life in peace, or you will rest in peace. From north, south, west, and east, true man will promote peace. Live your life in war, and you will die in war. The battles and the scar, we see their plan from far. More peace. New world order, true man have across them border. We don't know what the leaders rather. What I see is total disaster. More peace. Leaders crazy, them not care about the newborn baby. I know if not, but not maybe. Watch this. I feel your pain, you hear my cry. People are live and people are die. Legalize cannabis, crime too high. True man give praises to the most high. Now miss the water till the well run dry. System of fight against Rastafari. Tell you the truth, we know that bonify. I man now come tell no lie. Some are informer, some of them are spy. Ask them how, when, where and why. Who is to blame when the innocent die? When another mother start moan and cry. System designed to go kill I and I. System designed to go kill I and I. True man don't shine. Hey, watch this. More peace. New world order. True man have across them border. We don't know what the leaders rather. What I see is total disaster. More peace. Leaders crazy. Them not care about the newborn baby. I know if not, but not maybe. Watch this. Let's want more peace. That's what I say. True man promote it instantly. On the body mic, him at the boss MC. Style up and down, it a come from we. Hey. We are talk about the history and we are talk about with philosophy and we are talk about with artillery, lyrical artillery. Live your life in peace, or you will rest in peace. From north, south, west, and east, true man will promote peace. Live your life in war, and you will die in war. The battles and the scar, we see their blood from far. More peace. New world order, true man have across them border. We don't know what the leaders rather. What I see is total disaster. More peace. Leaders crazy, them not care about the newborn baby. I know if not, but not maybe. Watch this. I feel your pain, you hear my cry. People are live and people are die. Legalize cannabis, crime too high. True man give praises to the most high. Now miss the water till the well run dry. System of fight against Rastafari. Tell you the truth, we know that bonify. I man now come tell no lie. Some are informer, some of them are spy. Ask them how, when, where and why. Who is to blame when the innocent die? When another mother start moan and cry. System designed to go kill I and I. System designed to go kill I and I. True man don't shine. Hey, watch this. More peace. New world order. True man have across them border. We don't know what the leaders rather. What I see is total disaster. More peace. Leaders crazy. Them not care about the newborn baby. I know if not, but not maybe. Watch this. Let's want more peace. That's what I say. True man promote it instantly. On the body mic, him at the boss MC. Style up and down, it a come from we. Hey. We are talk about the history and we are talk about with philosophy and we are talk about with artillery, lyrical artillery.
Yes, this is Teacher they represent for the RiseNShine sessions, you know. I'm here to say, Johnny, big up yourself, you know. I just saw the thing said, kick it down. Hey. Yes, sir. You know that this is Teacher D. Yeah. Motivation Academy. Yeah. Yes, we are gonna tell them, yo, get your message and learn, and learn. Babylon get learn, get your message and learn, and learn. Babylon get learn. No, not them Gaia, yeah, them little liar, can never stop the fire, yeah. Yannick, you not retire, yeah. True man show I go higher, yeah. Get the lessons and learn, Babylon get get the lessons and learn, Babylon get man show and no soft and sing. And no comedy central for your laugh and sing. Babylon, if you try go round it, you get push off for the plank where the shark them a swim. Babylon, you know we come out because we full of dope plate can run out and me load up a style can run out and we beat you from night till sun up. An economic like a Valhalla, na Shambhala. Me tell you about that one man ya. In a Canada, him is another than dada. He get a dope plate a free, not $1. Already selector where you stop the rhythm from and we get mad like John Herbert Dillinger. Get the chrome angle with the cylinder. But you no listen to teacher, get your message and learn and learn. Babylon I get burn, get burn. Get your lessons and learn and learn. Babylon I get burn, get burn. Yeah. Let's slow it down. To explain some things I'm saying about this sound. It's a the true man show Babylon can't push it around. Yo, Motivation Academy, you know, so you is a hit bound. Yeah, see, none of them Gaia, yes, them little liar, can never stop your fire. Yeah. Yannick, you not retire. No. True man show I go higher. Say, get your lessons and learn and learn. Babylon I get burn, get burn. Yeah. Get your lessons and learn and learn. Yeah. Babylon I get burn, get burn. Yeah. Teacher D representing. Yeah. Yannick, you don't know it. Show and show. Yeah. Get your lessons and learn and learn. Babylon I get burn, get burn. Yeah. Get your lessons and learn and learn. Babylon I get burn, get burn.
I'm back. Boom! Live and direct. Live and direct. I'm here with you. Again, Babylon, I get burned day by day. Day by day. It's a daily thing. It's a daily thing, and mostly it's the Babylon within you. Mostly it's the Babylon within you that you burn. You know, that's what I feel. I don't feel like I'm burning the well, but I'm burning some kind of fire, some kind of very intense fire on the inside, and that fire cannot cool down. What about this? If you need nothing, you can't be controlled. Let kindness be your guide. But if you need nothing, you can be controlled. If you don't need a religion to validate your existence, you can be controlled. And religions are everywhere. Like, come on, there's so many of them. Anything that you need has a potential to control you. So we got to be very careful with what we need. Do we need nonsense? Do we need bad food? Do we need bad influence on TV? All this has the potential to control us. So very, very important not to be a needy person. I don't really like needy person anyway. It's not something that attracts me so much, people that are needy, because I was talking with Guru Nile last night for like an hour and something on Messenger, and we were talking about that, about people stuck in belief and people stuck in needs. When you're in need of having a religion, when you're in need to have a God, when you're in need to have anything that is outside of yourself, that you need to validate your existence, can have the potential to control you if you let it. But even if you, but it's a touchy subject because people, have belief. That's what we're talking about. When you start talking about this, it's better not someone that is deeply in religion and deeply into seeking God. I think you should just let them go. Let them go and don't bother telling them anything, because it's going to cause, belief are something that is very, very impregnated into our minds. And I think for some people, it's very hard to let go of belief. So let kindness be your guide. Let kindness be your guide. Let them find their way. That's what I think. It's not about, causing more division with what you think, with your opinion or the opinion of others. I think it's just to let kindness be your guide. Yeah. That's what I think is the best, is once we reach... Salut Bozo! Salut Bozo! Once we reach that kindness in our hearts, in our whole alignment, I think we're gonna be less tempted also to lecture people about their ways and philosophies of life. Like, if they want to seek religion and stuff, let them go. I mean, at one point, you either come back from that trip and you realize it's all nonsense, or you stay stuck in there. I've been to church a bit in my life. Like, I used to like going to church, like, just to sit and relax. I find, but at one point I realized, hey, what the heck am I doing here? What is that? So, we all go through a journey. Sometimes you have to go through some nonsense stuff to realize that is nonsense. Like, if you don't go through all the dark stuff in your life, you might not realize why it is so dark and why it is so it's there to control you. What if everything we've been told was a lie to control us? What if anything you need is there to control you? That's what it is. I think once we let go of belief, of stuff, you better know than belief. Until I know something, all I know is the sunshine. There is wind, there is rain. That's what I realize. That's my divine force. The moon, the stars. I know all this is there, but do I need to know very deeply all about it? No, I know it's there, and I admire it for what it is. And often we get a bit caught up in seeking explanation and instruction and for everything. So I think the less we need, the less we can be controlled. So it's to be, we don't... Yeah, we need each other. We need each other for survival. That's one thing we need. But even there, you need to save yourself. You're here to save. I'm here to save. I'm not here to save anyone. I cannot save anyone. I barely have the courage to save myself. I barely have the courage and the guts to save myself, to save my my existence from this capturing souls of Babylon. So it's a daily work that I do. It's a daily progression into more the dream of life than the dream of hell. But I cannot force anybody in this. It's a personal thing. You do it or you don't, and you need stuff or you don't need stuff. Like, it's that's what I think, is just to let go. We have to let go at one point and realize that our beliefs are just something also that, I don't know, it's causing also division with other people, the beliefs. If you believe in your religion, or you believe in that, it's all nonsense. It's all division. Divide and conquer. Divide and conquer, and that's what's happening. And we let them play with us like crazy. We forget too easily. Also, we forget too easily. That's the thing. We forget very, very easily the essential in life. The essential in life we forget very easily, and the nonsense, we don't forget that. We don't forget to watch the hockey game. We don't forget to watch TV, to gossip about people. That we don't forget. But the important stuff in life, the important stuff that we need to, in order to rise, to cultivate, that we forget everything. Like, it's more important, it seems, in our world to be distracted than to be focused. And if we would all focus on something else than distraction, this world will look very different. Very different. We would care for each other. Maybe we would bring back the caring part. Like I said, it's good to talk about we're lied to, but we're pretty much all living the lie also. So, talking about the going out in Babylon and lecture people that were lied to, are you living the lie still? To what level? Because living the lie, to me, is at many, many different levels. There's some people think they're very, very enlightened. They think but they're fully into delusion and more illusion, and So it's a world filled with fantasy, and we seem to need the fantasy also. So, if you need fantasy in your life to validate your existence, you're gonna default to this all the nonsense that they give in Babylon. Like, you're gonna default to that stuff. But if you are not a person that need, like, I don't need fantasy anymore in my life. I don't need to be distracted and be in fantasy, and I'm seeking reality. That's what I'm seeking. I want to know what's real. What's real? I know I'm real. I'm here. I know you're real. You're there. Just that is enough for us to rise. That's enough. We are alive. We're still here, beating. Our heart is beating like crazy. It's an awakening like never before, or an awakening. It's a self-realization. I think more and more of us are, just looking at life and say, hey, it's an experience, a divine experience. Let's have it. It's simple. It's just a divine experience that we miss often because of souls being captured. I think it's just our soul again. What is the soul? I think it's just our souls is our capability to think, or something like that, and our capability to think become captured by other stuff that you have in your head that you doesn't come from yourself. This is what I'm trying to explain. I'm not trying to tell you what is what, but I'm telling you that there's lots of stuff in our heads that doesn't come from ourselves. So it's very important to reinstate that thinking for yourself. We don't need, like, that's what I'm saying. We don't need like, I'm never gonna come here and tell you that this is that. Like, all I can tell you about is my experience here, and that's what I'll keep doing, because that's what is true. That's what is true. What is true? It's what we say, what we are, and what we do. And there's truth in everything. Sometimes you have to be careful, because the biggest liars are the one closest to the truth also. That's very important. We are bombarded with false truth and lies. So, once you get caught up in this, you need more and more of this. It seems that we need more conspiracy theory stuff and this and that. And all this takes you away from, developing not only that kindness that we need to carry on. Like, you need to be, first of all, that's it. It's bring back the caring, the kindness, all the stuff that we need to connect with each other. We're so disconnected. We have an era that we could be the most connected with internet, and there's so much still ego and self-obsession going on. That's why I'm doing my own thing here. I'm doing my own thing because there's still too much ego and self-obsession, and I prefer, anyway, I'm not very afraid to come and eat alone. I know what I bring to the table. So I don't need to go validate my thought with other people, thinking that they think the same thing of me. Like, I know what I stand for. I know what I bring here. So I don't necessarily need. I need other people to give me strength. That's what I need, to exchange strength with each other. That's very important. But we shouldn't, like, absolutely need a guru or a master teacher or a coach, but sometimes a coach is good, because we need some coaching in life. I think all of us, we need coaching. My coaching, I get it through reggae music a lot. I get my coaching through reggae music, and that pumped me to get things going and to keep going. And each and every day, give thanks for life. Kindness. Be kind with life. Give thanks. Let kindness be your guide. Let the light be your guide. Let the good vibration be your guide. Once you let that happen, you're gonna feel led also into your journey. That's what it is. We all need guidance, but we don't need evil guidance. We need divine guidance, and when you get to that divine guidance, that's called inspiration. And that is a divine gift. When you're inspired to do something, when I feel very, very inspired every time I come here. I always have something to say. Like, it's never sound really the same. I'm here every day, but I try to be more inspired each and every day, and to just go a little bit further into becoming more radiant and more with more kindness, and less program, and that's what I think is a good way for me to exercise this here, to just return to a state of kindness, because it's so confusing out there. It's so confusing, and people are so confused that if you just think about that, it's really insane. It's really insane if you look at the state of the world, what we're doing with all this, with this divine gift. It's insane. We have turned this into a freaking hell for many people. Many people think they live in hell because it's in their mind. It's so if we start showing more kindness to each other, first of all, more kindness. Just put a smile on your face. Just put a freaking smile on your face. What's so hard putting a smile on our face? Hello? Put a smile on your face when you meet people. That's being kind. That's what I try to do every time. I'm in the grocery store. Anywhere I go, I smile. I say hi. I smile. Just be kind with each other. It starts like that. It doesn't start with that dissolving the government. Like we're totally delusional with reality, because it starts with being kind and caring for each other. And just that will bring back such a good vibe. But we're so, we think we're everyone on a different journey. What one may need, another one may not. And even that is transitory. Yeah. Yeah. That's why I say, that's the way I chose to do my thing. It might not be the best way, but that's the way I chose. And I feel good with this, but that might not be the same way as another person. We all have something very unique to bring here. No one but me can bring this alive. Motivation Academy, it's my thing. So I have to do it. So we all have something very, very important to leave, a legacy to leave behind. You're not just like a leaf in the wind. You're not a flake. Many people, if you hang around with flakes, you end up a flake. But try to hang around with people that are uplifting and people that put a smile on your face, not people that make you depressed and anxious, nervous, and fucking like. You want to be surrounded by people with good vibes. If you don't have them, just be by yourself. Like sometimes I prefer be by myself than be with not bad minds, but people that there is bad minds, but there's also people that haven't discovered how to win. So there's the bad minds for me are the psychopath people. The other people around me, the brothers and sisters I have here, some have not just discovered how to win. That's all it is. Because once you discover how to win, once you discover how to take this life by the collar and do your thing, and do your thing each and every day, you're unstoppable. You don't need nothing. You don't need a master teacher, a guru, a priest, a religion, a government, a military, something to define your reality. You don't need this. You become free thinker. You become old with yourself. So you don't need all this nonsense in the way. You realize that everything was there to hold you back. Also, once you step into your greatness, what hold you back this time? You start making introspection and like, what hold me back? What hold me from speaking? What hold me from doing my thing? There's something. So you start at one point seeing a bit more clear into the stuff that kindness, caring, and comforting. KKK rule. KKK rule. What is that? Okay, but it's not the same KKK I was talking about, but KKK rule. I know what you mean. Okay, kindness, caring, and comforting. Yeah, but I don't think it's really KKK rule. I don't really. That's what's. First of all, you know why they call it? I think there's a reason why they call that KKK. I've researched on that. There's a reason why it's called what is it? I think K is it the 9th letter of the alphabet. O, B, C, D, F, G, H. Oh, is it? So I think it's the 666 around or something. It's a bit crazy. The darkness shall pass. That's it. But everything is inverted. That UKKK. Yeah, we have to give new because they have inverted everything. We have to. That's what I was saying to Guru 9 yesterday. We're talking about Rastafari and everything, and just on the on a standpoint that no belief involved, and just talking about the stuff, and it was great, great conversation I had with him. But yeah, just stay here for a minute today at hospital at Yucky test in a few. Okay, Suzanne, have a great day. Have a great day, and we'll be with you in thoughts and prayers. It depends what you say. It can be prayers. It's prayers. It's thinking about someone. It's thinking about something. You know, that's what it is. It's not. So I don't go on my knees and be no. It's more thinking positively about someone or about something. Yeah. Yeah. So I think liberating ourselves, you know, it's very liberating us also once you need less stuff in your life to go around. Like many people, because what it happen, the need can be material, but it can also be psychologically needs, the psychological needs. You know, many people are stuck in addiction. That's a need. If you need to smoke cigarette, if you need this, if you need that, that's a need, and that controlling you. That's why even the smoking, I'm trying to really cut down, and like I smoke less and less because but it doesn't control me so much because it's not like I can go without it. It's not cigarettes. I'm not addicted to cannabis. I just like it, but I can go without. It's not gonna stop me from. It's not gonna ruin my day if I don't have weed. Like. Maybe I'll be a bit anxious, but it's not going to ruin my day. It's not going to control me, control the outcome of my day. But man, we have so many things around us controlling us, so many addictions, so many, like, we have to liberate ourselves from those addictions. Also, it's very important. Become free when you don't need alcohol to release your stress, that you don't need cigarettes, that you don't need weed, you don't need coffee, you don't need this. Again, consume it. Coffee, I consume it because I like it. Not very much for the buzz, because at one point I don't really like the buzz of being buzzed out on coffee. It's just, I like the taste. I make them, yeah, that's it. Anyway, yeah. So it's kindness, and more kindness. That's what we need. And a smile on our face. Very important. Just cultivating these little things. You know, it's about the little things in life. It's not about the big things all the time. It's about the little things we do in life, the little things, the little words we say every day, the little things we do every day. That's going to make a big change in our life. That's going to make a very, very positive change in our life. If you are dedicated to like bringing a better vibe within yourself, because that's what we're seeking here. It's just, you know, we're seeking reality. What is reality? It's having a better vibe. You're not supposed to be down and out with life. I told you, you're supposed to be in and up. So, you know, that's the thing we have to really, really cultivate, be in and up with life, and at all time, like every minute of the day, be very, very vital, very present. So we have the maximum feeling from life. That's going to pass fast. This experience, me, I know. And it can end at any time. I'm not I am the one behind probably a lot of what happened during my life, yeah, because of you create with your mind. You are creator of your reality. I mean, what I've experienced so far in life is because I've put myself in those situations. Like, every man has a right to decide his own destiny. Addiction, free world is coming closer than we think. Kindness, and more kindness. Yeah, that's just, you know, can we focus on kindness? You know, we're focusing on so much dumb shit. We're focusing on dumb shit, and we let go of kindness, love, caring, sharing, empowering, motivating, inspiring. All that is gone for the fantasy. The fantasy, because it's all fantasy. Even conspiracies and stuff. Many of us like to go on YouTube and it's hot. We're looking for truth. You're gonna find some truth. Yeah, there is some truth. I'm not saying it's all lies, but you have to use scrutiny. Scrutiny, that's what it's called. and question everything, because the truth is what is. Yeah, boom. So we're gonna pump up the vibe a bit.
You know, man like Johnny, my brother for life, you see, the true man himself.
Yeah, cellular. There's all kinds of stuff that we need this.
Show is a warrior, gonna break down all of them barriers and free ourselves from all the stumbling block in our way. The Truman Show is a warrior, gonna break down all of them barriers and free ourselves from all them jump and sound in our way. Yeah. Even in a difficult times, when I've got so much things on my mind, hunting for my brother.
You know, we have to purge the nonsense, all the stuff that we need, that we think we need. It's to purge it also.
It feels like my best is not good enough, and even when it seems like no one cares, the Truman Show.
Kindness is kindness with yourself also. You don't want to be too rough with you. It's kindness with you too. Talk good about yourself, have good conversation with yourself, empowering stuff. You know, the warrior inside you hears everything. Warrior, King Lorenzo, boom!
From all them jump and sound in nowhere. Yeah.
Pull up.
Now this is King Lorenzo representing for the Truman Show, you know. Man like Johnny, my brother for life, you see it, the Truman himself. Whoa, yeah. The Truman Show is a warrior, gonna break down all of them barriers and free ourselves from all the stumbling blocks in our way. The Truman Show is a warrior, gonna break down all of them barriers and free ourselves from all them jump and sound in our way. Yeah. Even in a difficult times, when I've got so much things on my mind, hunting for my brother it's so hard to find. Ain't no giving in, victory in mind, yeah. Sometimes it's gonna get real tough. It feels like my best is not good enough, and even when it seems like no one cares, the Truman Show, I want persevere. Truman Show is a warrior, gonna break down all of them barriers and free ourselves from all the stumbling blocks in our way. Brother Janik is a warrior, gonna break down all of them barriers and free ourselves from all them jump and sound in our way. Yeah. There's got to be a solution, there's got to be a way out. We put the work in motion, moving forward with no doubt. The Truman Show is on a mission, and we've got no time to waste. It's all about progress. Moving forward is the Truman aim. The Truman Show is a warrior, gonna break down all of them barriers and free ourselves from all them stumbling blocks in our way. Truman Show is a warrior, gonna break down all of them barriers and free myself from all the stumbling blocks in our way. Yeah. Even in a difficult times, when I've got so much things on my mind, hunting for my brother and it's so hard to find. Ain't no giving in, victory in mind, yeah. Sometimes it's gonna get real tough. It feels like my best is not good enough, and even when it seems like no one cares, the Truman Show, I want persevere. The Truman Show is a warrior, gonna break down all of them barriers and free myself from all the stumbling blocks in my way. The Truman Show is a warrior, gonna break down all of them barriers and free ourselves. Yeah.
Phones, huh? Yeah, that's a big thing, the phones. The phones, yeah. The phones, that's probably in our days today. It's such an addiction for some people, and they're taking out of the moment so much. Like, I see that daily, zombies on phones, and it's what I've done is I cut it. I said, fuck that. So when I go out, I have no service. I have no cell phone. I have no cell phone. It only works on Wi-Fi, and that's fine for me. If you want to join me, it's through Messenger and whatever means you have, Skype or whatever. But I am not on a leash. It's like a dog leash. It becomes a dog leash. Those cell phones, it's a dog leash. Everyone can join you at any time and anywhere, and it's like you have no privacy. You have no, I don't know. And it's like a dog leash. That's what I've realized. So I let go of the dog leash. Feel more free, feel more distracted also. So when I go out in nature, I don't take my phone out and look at my phone and fucking nonsense on Facebook and fucking YouTube and stuff. I look at nature. I have a communion with nature, not with my cell phone. But people today have communion with their cell phone. And that's what they do. They communicate. They everything is with their cell phone, with their phones, with the face down all the time. Like, it's becoming such a zombie, and everyone have cell phone today. Like, it's very rare you're gonna see someone, even children and teenagers have cell phones. Like, it's crazy, and it's so bad for them because that when a teenager put their hands on this, it can be such an evil device. That's what it is. It depends what we do, with the use we do of things. Everything can be evil, everything can be good. Like, I use it to communicate with people. It's good in that sense, but I mean, some people let it get over their control, and they are controlled by the very thing that they use. So, but they don't want to see that because, come on, little addiction is more important than realizing what you're addicted to. We do that thing is very, very much delayed. It's very delayed because I'm sitting down here for like the last 4 minutes, and I'm just sitting down on the other camera there. Like, there's a big delay in when I talk here and when I see it there. It's weird. So sometimes I think you hear me in real time, but you don't really hear me in real time. You hear me with delay because I don't think you hear me. Maybe you hear me in real time. If you hear me in real time, tell me that you hear me in real time right now. We'll see. Do you hear me now in real time? Say yes. We'll see. Because I think there's a big delay. That's what I want to know now. So that's what I think. There is a delay because you don't answer. So, yeah. So, confirm. That's it. Oh, you do hear me? You do hear me en direct? Quand je parle, là, tu m'entends là? Peut-être c'est juste mon autre ordi aussi. Là. Ben, je vois qu'il y a un délai. Là. Il y a quand même un délai là, avant que tu répondes. Fait qu'il y a un délai, je pense qu'il y a un délai de transmission. Là. C'est ça, je me suis tout le temps demandé s'il y avait un délai de transmission ou quelque chose. Là. Mais ça a l'air à ça parce que celle-là, il est very late. Là. Just trying to diagnose some stuff. Là. No delay confirmed. So you hear me in real time. That's weird because there I have like a 4-minute delay almost. Wow. Okay. The computer is really slow. But I did what you told me yesterday. I did that CC cleaner thing. It's a bit better. It seems to be a bit crashing a little bit less. So that's good. But we won't let hatred grow. We won't let hatred grow because that's what the world is growing pretty much on the, there's so much nonsense, the racism and all kinds of stuff. That doesn't make sense in our lives. Oui, avec délai, ça prend 25 secondes avant tu vois le message, tu vois, c'est ça. Donc, il y a un délai, il y a un bon 30 secondes, je pense. So, sometimes, that's why sometimes I say things, I'm like, and you guys don't react or you don't answer, so that's why there's a delay. When channels join corporate, much trouble happens. When channels join corporate, what do you mean, Red? Oui, avec délai, ça prend 25. C'est ça. C'est quoi tu veux dire? What do you mean, Red, when channels join corporate? When giant channels join corporate, much trouble happens. Imagine how bad it will be when they are shut off. Better be something better there to feel that wicked addiction. Yeah, we know our addiction. I try not to. I've never been really. I think it's in your personality. That's definitely if you are a needy person and you like to default, and so it's gonna be within you. I think it's built in or something. Either you are strong or maybe it comes with weakness. You know, to be needy maybe come with a bit weakness. So maybe if you become stronger, you'll be less needy. You know, I think it goes with strength also. And how do you strengthen yourself? Not it's. I think it's by being kind with others. By being kind with others, it's so. This is such a pure vibe. Just to be kind, to be present for people, to be uplifting, and to be a source of inspiration. It's very, very. That's how we're gonna do this divine work is by showing more kindness, putting a smile on our face, and appreciate love every moment of our life, every moment that we have. That come on, me, there's no turning back for sure. Once you get to that vibe, once you get to that super vibe, there's no turning back, and it makes me feel very. Very alive, like I say all the time. It's important as I think as I get older. I'm not gonna lie, I am getting older here, so I want to preserve my vibe. I want to preserve my vibe and really stay young. Stay young in the heart. Stay young in my whole thing. Stay very young. It's very important. I don't want to be crabby with life and grow old and. So many people are taken out of life very, very early. Some they're taken out their whole life. I don't intend that. I just want to be in and up instead of down and out. So it's not to be down and out. That's gonna really, really lower your vibration, lower your vibe, and you need to conquer yourself, to conquer, because it's not to conquer the world. I'm not here to conquer the world. I'm here to conquer the program within me and format that program to maybe you have to die a few times in order to be really born in this world with but even that die. What dies inside you? Like nothing really much have died within me. It's just I see things, I think differently with more. But I always had that sense of mission. It's just I never found a way to bring it out. I never found a way to bring that to life. And at one point, I don't know, something happened to me, a tragedy. And for sure, if it wouldn't be of my tragedy happening to me, my knee story, I wouldn't be here. I don't think I would be here. I don't even think I don't even see that happening. I was too caught up in the rat race to even start asking questions. So I had no time. I had no time to ask questions. I had no time. Was working too much. So once you end up on your ass with an injury or something that often it's a tragedy in our life that's going to make us wake up. Many of us that are looking at life a different ways because we had tragedy happening in our life. Some will not wake up at all. Some will not wake up at all. They will not ask questions. They will get cancer and still eat bad food. They do not get it. They don't have open eyes. Their eyes are wide shut. And that's the majority of people here. But once you have something happening to you deep and comes and shake you, it's for a reason. If the universe comes and shake you, it's for a reason. But many people don't see it because they're not in tune really with who they are. They don't have even a single, so programmed into ego and the layers of ego so thick that they can't even conceive the idea that there would be something else. Like I always knew that there was something else. There was a different vibe. Like I knew young, 15. What is this? There's certainly something in this world. Not totally right. I couldn't tell you what at that time, but I was kind of sensing it until a tragedy happened, and then boom, Now I see clear. Maybe we need that. Maybe. A few chat rooms I used to go, they joined ADS, much trouble, glitching, delays, shutdowns, etc. It's part of the money game. None of that here. No trolls, kind people. Like, yeah, I don't go so much on I don't go so much on YouTube, and I went the other day when uh, my bro, you know, David Benz had his live. I went to chat a little bit, but I'm not a big chatter. I'm a chatter live and direct. I like to chat with my voice. Yeah, that's how I chat. But the chat is good. It brings good energy. Some people, that's what you do, and that's great. That's great. You go in chats and you pump the energy and stuff. So we need people like that. We need all of us to make it work. And that's by giving each other strength, showing kindness, like you do in the chat, coming with kind words, coming with, you don't want to show up, especially on the internet, when you see someone like me talking his heart, come with bad vibes. It's going to affect who? It's going to affect you, not me. I'm too high with life. You're not going to affect me. You're affecting yourself if you come with bad vibes. So be kind. Be kind to yourself first. If you're not kind to me, you're not kind to yourself. So that's what we have to bring back, the kindness. It's very, very important. We're so lost. We talk about truth, but we have lost the kindness for each other. We talk about flat earth, but we have lost the kindness. We have lost that vibrating sensation for others. It's total delusion, if you ask me. Like I said, we think about changing the world. We don't even talk to our neighbors. So wake up. They steal thoughts. That's tragedy for the creators. But these still thoughts, they're gonna capture your soul. They're gonna, and you let it also, because often that's what we do. We default to religion and stuff. So that's gonna potential. Anything that you need outside of yourself will control you, or has the potential to control you greatly. So it's gonna control. Yes. Anyway, we know that, but it's to work on each other, work on ourselves. Working on yourself is the best gift you can give back. Where you get a gift, it's life, but you have to give back also. And I think the best way to give back is to work on yourself, to become a better you. Like, you're not gonna become suddenly a perfect soul. Like, I think I can just improve. I can improve. That I can do. Becoming, my body's perfect, it's crafted to perfection. Can I have a perfect soul in a world so confused, with so much illusion? That's gonna be to remember fully who I am, to get that's gonna be such a long run, such a long haul. That's why I'm here each and every day, because I feel it's gonna be long. I feel it's gonna be I'm not gonna remember that in a flash, the whole thing. So you got to take action each and every day, and remember more. The more you get in touch with yourself, the more you feel yourself, the more you're going to remember who you are. And that's what we need. We need to remember. We need to remember what kindness is. I'm going to talk a lot about this, because that's the start. That's the start. That's the start of stuff. We need to be kind and show love. So as long as we don't get to that point, we're lost. We're overcoming. We're like trespassing steps. We're going too fast. We're gonna go too fast, and we're gonna realize we're gonna hit the wall because we have forgot to be kind with each other. And then we're gonna get there to the point where we think we're going home. We think we're going home, but boom, we're gonna hit the wall because we have forgot being kind with others. So the same nonsense will happen. As long as you can put a smile on your face to everyone you meet in your life, and be kind with everyone you meet, how do you think you're going to feel anything? Like, I don't know. But it's a big work to do. It's something, I haven't got those thoughts and that intention from one day to another in my life. But I've realized that I have to remain extremely polite and extremely kind and extremely... because all the bad vibration that I put out will affect me also. If I'm not kind with people, it's affecting me. It's affecting me big time. who lower their vibration when you're unkind with people, when you're an asshole with people. It's affecting you. Né? People, you can, so very often, me, anyway. So, yeah. So, Jose's in the house. Big up, Jose. Love, love, more love, more love. Yeah. That's what we need. More love, more kindness, more... we can talk about evil stuff, but that brings us nowhere. That's what we do. We all talk about the evil stuff, and none of us talk about the real stuff that really matters. Like, we're so focused on dumb shit that we focus on flat earth and shit like that. Shit that is there to cause more division. And things that we need to in order to feel alive or something. Do something with your life, you'll feel alive. I'm telling you, you'll feel a great, great aliveness like you probably never felt before. I'm telling you, it's and I'm not saying that to brag here or something. I don't give a shit. I don't come here for that. I come here to tell you about my life experience, and that's what I experienced. That being more aligned with the better vibration, it brings you in a better state of mind also. Like, do I feel change? No, I just feel a higher vibration. I feel I'm high on life. Told you, I'm high on life. So what am I gonna do? Stay down and out with life, or be up and in and up with life and high on life? Like, what is better? You don't need dope when you're high on life. You don't need beer. You don't need cigarettes. You don't need none of this shit. All you need is good food to be even more high on life. So, that's what I want. I just want to clear all the freaking Babylonian stuff out of my existence, out of my head, to really, really appreciate, love this divine experience to the fullest, each and every moment of my life. But that's, you have to train yourself for that. You have to train yourself. No one will come and give you a training. Bro, you got to appreciate love life. Here's your manual, how it works. Like, it doesn't come with an instruction manual. You have to discover it. You have to find that stuff each and every day. It's not so much to, but can call it discover too. Jacob is in the house. Shout out to Janik. This dude needs his own show, and he really needs to do like schools too. Yeah, I would, but eventually we'll get there. But like I say, I'm not in a rush. I'm very, very patient. I do this with you here. I'm practicing. I'm cultivating that big vibe, that big vibration. And eventually, maybe something will happen out of this. But I'm not, you can only do so much. I'm doing the part that I make it happen. But you have to let the divine also work, the timing, the divine timing and all that in your favor. And, it's not to rush things either. I don't want to rush. I want to really grow each and every moment and get something from it that I become stronger. And then one day I'll do like you said, Jacob, for sure. It's going to... Yeah. How can I contact you? I sent you my... I sent you my email address. I replied to your comments that you left on the Truman Show. I read your comments. Every time you read comments, I read them. I go check maybe once every 2 days on the Truman Show because I'm not there every day. But I'm here every day. So when I finish this talk, usually I go check. Do you have comments? I reply a little boom or a little something. But I'm not a big... I'm not a big writer on YouTube. I rarely go comments on video. Because... this I find it leaves, it's kind of like you leave your energy somewhere. Like, I'd be very careful where I put my energy and where I leave my energy. And yeah. But I reply to your comments. So go check on the Truman Show. Go check in your notification. You're going to have it. We can connect through Skype. Any one of you that want to connect with me through Skype, through this, anytime I'm available. We can have a nice, I like to have encounter with life. And you are life. I am life. We are all life. And we are so divine and important to the divine plan. That anytime I like to connect with people for sure. Boom, boom. You're doing great, Janik. Stick with the flow. It will come. That's it. I just stick with the flow. I'm doing my thing. I'm not rushing. I'm not First of all, like I'm very limited in the mobility, so doing it from home for me, it's perfect like this, because it's a drag with my freaking knee, all the time. Yeah. So doing it from home like that, it's perfect. Even on put me on stage, but I would do it. I would sit and walk and sit and walk, and I would have to have a chair. I would have to have a chair on stage for sure, and that would be fine. If I have a chair, I'm good. But if because I cannot, I have very. And that's okay. I'm okay with that. That's my story, and I stick to it, and I love it. I embrace that pain. I'm not. I embrace it. I can come and talk to you here about it positively. So if you can talk about your pain in a very positive way, it's empowering you. But yeah, sometimes it can get to you a bit. But if you're strong, if you have a good spirit, if you keep a good spirit, the pain. Yeah, it's gonna come, but like at one point, it's just there permanently. Also, so it becomes part of you. It's part of me. Like I'm fucking dealing with it every second of the day. So pain is a twisted witch. It truly is. Yeah, but it can also change your life. It can also change your life. My idea was if I have nicotine, caffeine, THC, and sugar in my system, the people eaters will pass on by. Yeah. But no, it's just I don't think, just, I don't know. Let go of hatred, and more kindness, more smile on our faces. Try that, like I said, try that. Put a smile on your face, every person you meet. Try it, just try it. Okay, just try it. Go out for the next week. Every time you go somewhere, you say hi to people and you put a smile on your face. See how good you feel after a day. See how good you feel after a day. You're gonna change your vibration just like that. Just like that, by being kind, you change your vibration. I experience it. I know it's true, because every person I meet, I put a smile on my face, even if they don't look at me. Then I smile even more. Then I smile even more. Then I start to laugh because they're so caught up, so not present, and so in their cage, and you can feel that from people. But some other people are so open and so vital and so smiley, and you put a smile and they put a smile, and you feel the good vibes, and that's what we need. We just need that for now, I think. I think we just everything happens for a reason. Bloody reptiles. Mendy's in the house. Oh, it's my pleasure. Jose Angel. Thank you again for everything, bro. Oh, I do this very naturally, very yeah. But it's necessary. It's just because it's necessary. Also, it's we're in a time where there's lies and deception all over. So some of us have to lift their voices. We have to lift our voice, and I know it's not everyone's thing. It's not everyone, but if you feel the strength to do it, do it. Like it might not be your thing, absolutely, to speak, but if you feel the strength to do it, do it. Just do it. If you feel like you have to do it, do it. I felt like I had to do it. It's something that was stronger than me. I kept telling it to myself for like a month or two to do videos on YouTube, and I'm going to go on YouTube tomorrow. Or I'll do it next week. Or I'll do it next week. Or I said, oh, no, I'm going to do it the week after. Oh, no, I'm going to wait. And one day I said, oh, fuck it. Fuck it. I'm just doing it. I was beside my pool with my phone, and I said, that's where it starts. And I said, I gotta step in. I gotta be in and up with life, and I gotta speak my heart. So, and we have YouTube, we have internet. In my younger days, there wasn't internet. I was going around with a Walkman, a yellow Walkman, Sony with cassette tapes. Okay, that was my younger days. There was no internet, no cell phones. My younger days, I'm so glad for that. I give thanks so much for that. That in my youth, in my adolescence, teenage years, there was no cell phone, no internet. I give thanks so much for that. Because the kids are so brainwashed. They have access to all kinds of stupid information, stupid nonsense, and they get caught up in it. In my time, we didn't get caught up. Ha! Boom! 1973, baby! Didn't get caught up in no fucking nonsense. We were outside. I was outside playing at the hockey rink, playing outside, playing with my BMX in the snow. We were not inside. I was outside. I passed my youth outside. I had a very, very great teenage years, great youth because I was outside. I was in program. The only program I really got when I was young was the non, but even that, I was watching Goldorak and Star Wars. So, you know, it was something like a bit empowering too. I always loved Star Wars. There is Jabba in there, all his wisdom and everything. It always told me that it's the fantasy around. But yeah, it's just that. It's just that. Too much fantasy. Yeah. Raise our vibes so they won't see us, and so under the radar, talking with Familon folks in our cyber space lounge. in our cyber space lounge. Oh, you're great, Mandy. You have great stuff. You know, we're all very inspired also. We become more inspired by the day, and that's a very, very great gift. That's a great gift. If you feel inspired, that's a gift. That's a gift, and cultivate that gift. It can, you know, any gift that you receive can get used and you know, let aside, let be aside. But if you take that gift that you have received and you cultivate it, the inspiration, it's just going to be higher and higher. That's what I feel. Higher vibes, Mandy, right up. Up, up, up. Up with life. Up and in, not down and out. I'm going to say it often, that one. I kind of like it. Came through my mind yesterday. Sometimes I have, yeah. Great inspiration. It's been a long time. Been rocking Montreal a long time. That sounds like we're going to pump the vibes. Karmic's not there, but we're going to pump the vibe anyway. He might show up. It's usually what happens. Synchronicity will synchronize that with Karmic.
Academy, live and direct in Montreal each and every day, 7 a.m. Wicked Human Motivation Academy, live and direct in Montreal each and every day, 7 a.m. Wicked people in a problem. You don't know. Steve Culture said that. Ronnie Alright. So me say this is what I see. Been going on for centuries. Hey, yo, and no one ever seems to care. All I see is people suffering everywhere. People have a lot and yet refuse to share. Oh my gosh, Montreal, it's been going on a long time. It's been going on a long time. Been going on a long time. Yes. It's not since lately. We've been giving good fight long time. That's how we survive long time. We're going on a long time. Yeah. Oh well, it has been going on for months and years and decades and centuries. People belly full while some people are empty. People have the knack while some people are plenty. People have no heart, they're just cold and empty. While people suffer everywhere, some people have a lot, yet they refuse to share. All over the world, it's happening everywhere, and no one seems to care. It's been going on a long time. Our motivation has been high long time. It's been going on a long, long time. Yes, it's not since lately. Going live and direct long time. Rasta man no take check long time. It's going on a long, long. Whoa. It's coming from way back from the days of medieval, when people used to fight against people. They have no heart, they just wicked and evil. All they wanna do is conquer people. They conquer every land and they claim, all just for fortunes and fame. Destroy life to them was just a game, and they claim they did it all in God's name. It's been going a long time, and we've been rocking Montreal a long time. It's been a long, long time, yes. It's not since lately. Watching wicked people for a long time. Watch them back against the wall long time. It's been a long time, yes. Oh well. Them find a way to make guns and bombs that can destroy a nation. Find ways to use computer to replace man. Yet they cannot find a way to end starvation. Poverty and death that's plaguing the nation. That is a touchy topic. Cause ending poverty is not making them any profit. Anytime it gets to that point, them always stop it. That's how it always is. It's been going a long time. But we've been rocking Montreal a long time. It's going on a long time. It's not since lately. We've been live and direct long time. Wicked people get in check long time. It's going on a long time. Yes. Oh well, I just wanna know, when did it start and when will it begin? We gotta do something before our days are in. If we don't do nothing, the powers belong to them. So Rasta, rise up and take matters in my own hands. We're rocking Montreal long time, fucking dance a long time. We're going on a long time. It's not since lately, rocking Montreal for long. No Rasta, no, we pop the dance all and cut the stage show. Wicked moving fast when Rasta move slow. If them go fast, we move faster.
Yeah, man, we move faster. I've rearranged my both channels. I've rearranged them with playlists also. So you have you can go now on both the Truman Show and the other, and I made playlists also by month. I put it by month, all the live talk we had here for the last year, Babylonian year, because it's going to be a year soon. So that's it. So I put them all in divided between months. So if you want to go back into it, sometimes it's easier if you have playlists and look through all the videos. So I do it. I look through all the videos and I put them into a playlist. So I did that for the music, for the talk in the morning, a few other stuff I put in playlist. And the Truman Show, I did a playlist with Santos, a playlist with Arthur, a playlist with Jabba, a playlist with the music. So you can go check all this, and that's it. So I'm up and in, but out. Up and in, but out. Just out of the tube. Out of the tube, tubing people. I'm out of the tube, and I'll be back another now. Tomorrow, same time. Early. Give thanks for life. 7 in the morning. That's our time. It's early, but we do things early. We start early to a day doesn't start at 12 o'clock. It starts when the sun is up. When the sun is up, we're up and running for sure. So that's it. Have a good one, everyone, and that's it. Yeah. Teach them to plan, build, and sue, and then can carry on themselves. Problem solve. That's it. So have a good day, everyone. I'm out. Live and direct. It was a pleasure again. Pleasure, a divine moment. I love them all. I love them all. It's great. It's just now I gotta go evacuate because I'm turning yellow. I'm turning yellow, and there's something rushing me to go at number 1. To go do number 1 because I'm turning yellow here. So I'll be back tomorrow, and that's it. Live and direct. Big up, people. Later. Have a great day. Beautiful day, wonderful day, and rise and shine. That's the order of the day. Rise and shine, and kindness. Let kindness be your guide. The order of the day. What did we say it was? Put a smile on your face to every person you meet today. Just do it for one day. For one day, if you go out somewhere, say hi to people and put a smile, and come back home after and tell me tomorrow what you felt about it. Tell me. Let's do the experience there. Tell me what you felt about it tomorrow. Okay? And you're going to do it each and every day of your life, and kindness is back into you. That's how we have to do it. It's training, training, training. We got to train ourselves to be kind, to be lovey, to be because that's not really what the program says in our mind, in our head. So our heart tells us to do so, but the head sometimes is bad at it. So make sure you're well aligned, well centered, you're well gifted anyway. You're well gifted. So use the gift of life. Yeah, man. He's out. Rise and shine.